fans, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. 27-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle, here's Corum. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Blake Corum scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Seahawks have struck quickly here in the opening minute of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nifty move. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Looking to put a drive together.
Check, Panther. Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And all the way in for the touchdown. Take Bigsby. 43 yards. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 3. And the Seahawks first down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. On the ground, this is Corum. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On play action. Now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Blake Corum, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go, check.
To the air goes Daniels. He's going to complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 14-7 is the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive one made it to the end zone. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
That's good. We're on London.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Williams there to make the grab. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away from tying up. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for two.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Daniels. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want to...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams. When a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's 3rd and 3. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a good shot at the end of it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They run straight ahead with Corum. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now Daniels going to keep it. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Boswell's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
To throw is Daniels. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss.
The Seahawks take over first down.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Now a handoff for Corum. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Brings up third and inches.
They'll try and run for the first with Corum. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Corum now on first and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ali going to try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Third down at 6.
A loss of a yard on the play. Third down.
Rodgers going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Rodgers to throw for it on 4. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Mickey Manwari. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this one too low.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Rodgers now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Dances by him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Robinson up the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Let's go now.
They go play action. Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Shamrocks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they can't bring him down. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Rodgers to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw is Rodgers. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing now is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Corum. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, look at the juke. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Play action, now it's Daniels. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a screen for Robinson.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown! Andre Yoshibas, 44 yards. And the Shamrocks are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this a 9-point game. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. The left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run here with Corum. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, goal to go. Again, it's Grub. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times, and you can't give up a 4th one. And now play. They were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. 91 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And a London
Alert!
first
Alert!
down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium to make the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to a very worthy franchise. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. We begin with an intriguing matchup in the NFL International Series. And it's Jaden Daniels. He is at his best when the lights are brightest. 4 touchdown passes for him on the night. The Shamrocks get it done. Congratulations to them. They are your Super Bowl champions.